Thanks for joining me today. I have some stuff I want to tell you about. You've asked me some questions that I'm going to be answering. So I look forward to you guys sticking around with me and getting to know me. Because everything that I'm going to be answering is quite personal. From everything that I like to do, to my love life, to funny things probably, or things that you didn't know about me. Sasagutin ko po yan. Look who's here! Yay! Say hello. Blondie, say hello to everybody. Say hello. Yes. This is Blondie. Those of you who don't know who she is, she's my fur baby. Okay, Blondie, Mommy's gonna be answering some questions and some assumptions from people who wrote me on Instagram and Facebook, okay? So you stay here and hang out while I do that, okay? Alright. Mahinhin pero malupit. Well, definitely I'm not mahinhin. Maybe when I was a kid, I used to be mahinhin, but not anymore. Malupit, well, that's your assumption, your observation. So, thank you for that. You seem to be a private person, Miss A. Parang mapili sa friends. Is that right? It's right. Correct ang assumption niyo. Kasi, I don't have a lot of really close friends. Most of the people na I share or divulge personal things to are yung talagang ka-close ko. Then, I think you play tennis as well. I saw you on the cover of Health and Home. That I will never forget. Tell me if I'm wrong. Well, first of all, I don't really remember that. Gaano katagal yung Health and Home cover na yan. But I do play tennis. I love playing tennis. I started siguro more than 20 years ago. And then now, I took it up again because my loved one, my number one guy in my life, loves to play tennis. So, kalaro ko po siya. We play tennis whenever we can. Ayan, kaya I'm starting to learn how to get better. I'm trying to get better and better at playing tennis. Since half of your life was lived in the United States, you are straightforward. Yes, it's true that I grew up in the States. However, are there Filipino traits or culture that I do not approve? Siguro, I don't like the crab mentality. Kasi parang hindi ko yan nakasanayan growing up. Then there's of course gossip. I don't really like gossip a lot, pero hindi lang naman yan Filipino trait. That's something that's done everywhere. And then I also believe in this saying, I think Roosevelt said it, if I'm not mistaken. He said, comparison is the thief of joy. Now, that also has to do something with crab mentality. Kasi pag naiinggit ka to what others have, you won't be happy. So, those are some things that Filipinos should try to avoid, and just appreciate what they have in life, whatever it is. This is a serious question, but not really. Why you had to quit showbiz? Actually, hindi naman ako nag-quit ng showbiz. And there was no parang big reason. I just wanted to take a sabbatical. Kumbaga, I wanted to take a break from my acting career because I started when I was 16 years old. I was already in the limelight at 16. And when I turned in my mid-20s, I wanted to study. I wanted to not be known. I guess that's part of being me. Yung wants to be a normal person na hindi pinagkakaguluhan, a simple life, and has I have a lot of interest kasi. I have a lot of interest that I wanted to develop. And I wanted to get into business as well. Kaya I decided to stop sa career ko, and I got married. So tama-tama yung timing noon. When I got married, I moved abroad to Canada. Pag malungkot ka, anong ginagawa ko? Well, I pray, I watch TV, I eat, I do the fun things that I really enjoy doing. Because I believe na ang kalungkutan is just a phase, and lahat tayo, we have to go through this, and after that, it becomes better. Kumbaga, we have our ups and downs in life. Ayan. Next, did you finish your BS Science course in UST? Because I remember you were my sister's colleague from way back. And why did you not pursue being a doctor? Okay, I did take up BS Biology at UST. My freshman year, I was only, actually I was only 15 years old. And at this point in my life, syempre, I was still very young. I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I followed what my parents wanted for me. And that was to become a doctor. And no, hindi ko po natapos because right after, I joined Binibining Pilipinas that freshman year. And I won a title at 15 and started college at 15. And I decided to take a break because I needed to perform my duties as Miss Binibining Pilipinas for the year, and I competed in Japan. So, to make a long story short, nag-stop po ako ng pag-aaral ko ng pagiging doktor, ng pre-med ko, and then I decided to get into communication arts. Yun talaga yung naging hilig ko, like behind the camera, producing things, and evolving my creativity, kumbaga. One thing that you think you cannot go a day without is my cell phone. What do you want that would last for a lifetime? Syempre, that would be love, because we want love to last a long, long time. I hope to see what Alice Dixon's baby looked like. Yes, I also want to see very soon what my baby looks like. Kaya, abangan nyo po yan. Kapag meron na, babalitaan ko kaagad kayo. Favorite love story is my best friend's wedding. Ano masasabi nyo na marami kayong fans na millennials? Well, nagpapasalamat ako sa mga fans ko, of course. And I'm surprised that they're so young sometimes. But thank you for all of your support and love. Can you do the Dalagang Pilipina challenge po? Okay, I saw that kanina. So, it's like this, I think, ha? It goes like this.
Gusto kong makita isang
Pero
dalagang
hindi lang.
Pilipina, yeah. Dalagang
then,
Pilipina, yeah. Isang dalagang Pilipina. Dalagang
Ayan, yan
Pilipina,
yung version
yeah.
ko.
Isang dalagang Pilipina.
Whoever came up with that, okay. What is your favorite color? That would be crimson. Who was your first date? Honestly, I don't remember. It was uneventful, siguro. Do you believe in love at first sight? No, I don't. If you weren't an actress, what might you have been doing? What might you be doing now? What makes you think that's what you'll be doing? Okay, so if I wasn't an actress, what might I be doing? Definitely, I think I would be working for CNN or some news agency, probably in production as well. And also, if not that, if I was not like in broadcast journalism, I would be in the Army or the Air Force. And why do I say this? Kasi malakas ang influence ng pamilya ko sa akin din with regard to the military. And also, I think I would have gotten into communications also, or public relations. There. Nung bagets ako, anong hilig kong gawin? Actually, noong time ko, uso si Madonna, si Michael Jackson, Spandau Ballet, and I would watch yung may MTV kasi noon eh. So I would watch MTV all the time. I would just sit and watch and I would record it also. I would record the songs. Napaka-introvert ko po sa bahay. Pero sa trabaho, I'm very extrovert. How can you define a best friend? I can define a best friend as somebody who knows you in your ins and outs but still loves you anyway. Kasi syempre lahat tayo may mga topak. So, if you have a best friend who knows all your topics and still loves you, well, that's your best friend. Okay. We wonder who you really are. Are you a member of any church or ministry? You seem to be a good and godly person. What's your prayer time schedule? Well, okay, so for those of you who want to know that answer, I was born Roman Catholic. I grew up in a Catholic school in the US. I also, when I came here to the Philippines, when I was 13, I went to St. Catherine Siena College of Taytay. That's where I finished my high school. So growing up, I always had the church and going to mass and praying the rosary. But when I lived in Canada, na open up po yung multi-religions. Not necessarily praying to them, but understanding them. Like, I got exposed to Buddhists, to Muslims, to other Christians, to Protestants, to the Jewish faith. So, ang masasabi ko, I don't nitpick with religions. I just pray on my own, and I believe that there is a God that's listening to our prayers, who knows, who listens, who really listens and knows sometimes what's good or not good for us, who will guide us. You just have to listen to that voice. I hope nagustuhan nyo yung mga questions na sinagot ko at yung mga answers ko, kasi yun naman po talaga ang totoo. I'm a very simple person, and also there was a comment din pala that I read na I don't respond a lot to my Instagram posts or my social media posts, and sa totoo lang po, that's true, but I'm going to change that. So please mag-comment po kayo sa Instagram posts, sa Instagram ko, sa Facebook and Twitter ko, and I promise I'll do a better job of answering and responding to your questions or to your comments. And thanks again for participating in this Getting to Know Alice. See you again next time on my next vlog.